That's how I see it. The way Islam treats women and treats non-Muslim is not civilized, and they need to be stopped for the sake of every country on earth. They need to be stopped. This is my message.
Spreading that message has come with a personal price for you.
Of course, I am paying a very high price. I receive death threat on daily basis. You know, it has become a way of life. I told you, my life will never be the same. But you know, as I said before, I feel like I am equipped to do it. So the question, why not? Especially I am living in a free country, and I am protected by the law to say what I am saying.
Do you see yourself as a crusader?
It depends how you mean by crusader. I don't want, you know, I feel like now I interact with my readers in the Arab world. I am well-known writer in the Arab world. I feel like I created, believe it or not, a vacuum in the Arab world. People now started to ask, what next? We left Islam. What next? They are looking for something spiritual to hold on. I don't want to be perceived as a spiritual leader. I don't want to be another Muhammad in the Islamic world. I want to keep my message as secular as I could. I'm looking at Islam through my scientific microscope as a medical doctor and telling my people the truth about it from my point of view. I don't want to become a spiritual leader, but I feel like I created a vacuum in their lives. So my next step in Arabic, I'm saying, is to create a system of values, because Islam lacks values. Islam lacks code of ethics. The crisis in the Islamic world is lack of morality. We don't have code of ethics.
But when you read the Bible, there are passages in there that people these days, 2,000 years on, would consider, to put it mildly, not very nice. Do you see Christianity as a better religion than Islam?
I don't know much about.
Well, I mean,
you mean
America,
alternative?
Well, America, the country that you
Yes.
clearly enjoy, is a very Christian nation.
Yeah, look, my mission is to create doubt about Islam. My message for Muslims is to take a deep look in their teachings. Once they left or they reformed, let's say even I don't believe Islam can be reformed, but some people claim they are able to do that. My mission is to guide them, to take a look at their teachings, to leave it or to reform it. The next step is their business to follow. I don't follow a specific religion. I do believe in God, but I don't believe in any religion. So I'm not trying to convert Muslim to Christianity, and I cannot care less about what religion they're gonna have after they leave Islam. So this is my point. I don't know if I answered your question.
Well, you say you believe in a God, but you are not religious.
No, I am not. No, I am not. I don't follow any religion. I don't know much about Christianity. I don't know much about any other religion, and I don't really care to know.
But do you see, for example, parallels, America being such a great free speech nation with Christianity? And
I have read in history that America was based on Judaism and Christianity values, which I really admire and appreciate. It was based on the 10 Commandments. You don't see the 10 Commandments in Islam. You know, there is no Quranic verse that says don't kill. There is 3 times the Quran mentioned don't kill except in a way of justice. So you have to ask what the Muslim concept of justice. Their concept of justice commands them to kill Wafa Sultan because she's criticizing Islam. But in the 10 Commandments, what I know, you shall not kill, and that's it. There is no justification in the 10 Commandments for any killing.
Sounds like you're liking Christianity better than Islam.
That's what I know, the 10 Commandments. Of course, I believe, you know, that when people ask what I like about Christianity is the life of Jesus. Because I am always asked why you're saying Islam cannot be reformed while Christians were able in the Middle Ages to reform Christianity. And my question is, they reformed themselves, not Christianity, because they went back to the life of Jesus and they were able, based on Jesus' life, to reform their behaviors. But the problem with Islam, if we go back to the life of Muhammad, we will be in much worse situation than we are now. We will end up with people like Osama bin Laden and his link. Do you understand my point? That's what, I don't know much about the Bible, but I have never heard that Jesus beheaded anyone or killed anyone. But when you go back to the life of Muhammad, it's full of killings. It's something you cannot believe it. This is the difference that I am aware of between Christianity and Islam.
You say you are on a... Would you like a sip of water?
Oh, thank you.
Sorry about that. Ma'am, you say you are on a mission. When is the mission successful? Mission accomplished?
I consider it successful from the very beginning. Once you believe in something and you are determined to do it, you're going to succeed. You know, eventually we will win.
But
I have no doubt about it.
But how will success, how do you define success? What's the goal? What's it you're trying to...
My goal is to create a new Muslim mentality clean of hatred. My goal is to raise the awareness in the West about what's written in the Quran and in the life of Muhammad. My mission is to protect my adopted country that I love with all my heart. If America was taken by Muslim, where else I can go and be able to be who I am today? This is my mission. My mission and my dream, as I told you before, is to see my mother country, Syria, a free country like any free country in the West. This is my message, and I can see the change coming.